That's right. It's a massive game for us. We have one game in hand. So if we win this one, we pretty much running come second, though, because of we didn't get 1 point back the last game. So anyway, yes, it's a good game, very important game for us.
Yeah. Things have been a bit tough off field, but on the field, like, you're in a good position in the Shield, aren't you?
That's right. Whatever going off the field is we can't control, so we can only control what we're going to do. Probably the boys in good headspace and they're keen to get back to red ball cricket. And we had very good practice sessions, and we have one massive session today. And then we take it easy tomorrow and go to Blacktown and get used to the environment and just have a light session there as well. So we all ready. I'm confident with our preparation so far.
Will Shane Watson play this week?
We are waiting from Cricket Australia directive. We haven't heard from them, so if he's ready, we're happy to have him.
Okay.
Yeah.
How difficult is it to adjust from 6 weeks of 2020 cricket?
It's mental adjustment more than physical. It's mentally, if they get their head around how to approach and how to start inning as a batters, and then the bowlers bowl in different areas, and planning is there. 6 balls overs. That's what we're working on. That's what we practice. We focus on every session. So I think they're in a good stead. Hopefully, we see how they go in the game.
I mean, off-field, it's been quite a tumultuous time for Cricket New South Wales. What do you make of the David Gilbert-Brett Lee saga?
I'm very new. I don't know what's going on, so that's nothing to do with me. So I can't control what's happening that level. So all I can control is what I'm going to do with the boys, how I'm going to plan for WA and future games coming in. In that sense, I've got a lot of support from the staff, my support staff. So I'm happy with what I have, my resources.
I mean, you've been quoted as saying that your immediate focus is building the atmosphere for players. Is that sort of your focus? Not so much on building team camaraderie.
Yeah, I mean that's any team sports. That's the key. We're getting a right mix and get their heads right to focus on the game. So I think our boys are in a very good headspace. And they're very keen to go and show what they can, and because we still have a very good chance, so we're all up for it.
How does your approach differ to Anthony's?
My approach, it's my personality. It's different. That's the main thing. That I take it as it comes and make sure that we do all the groundwork and preparation. All the information for the boys and give the right atmosphere and relaxed atmosphere for them to go and perform. And I know pretty much most of the boys now, being with them, so I know if they're going through any difficulty mentally or physically, so I can personally relate to them. So I think they're in very good headspace. So that's probably the difference.
Did you finalise the team for the?
We haven't, because we have to wait from 2 things. One is Watson issue, the other one is Hads, and he's going to have a good net session today, and then we have a fitness session on Wednesday tomorrow, and then we'll take a call after that.
So probably Wednesday, Thursday you'll announce the team?
Probably Wednesday morning after the session. We are in a very good position to know where we are.
What are you expecting out of Blacktown in terms of the surface out there? Don't play much out there.
I think with boys I played 2 years ago, so that I think we have won the game according to records I have seen, and but it's 2 years, it's too different. I mean, long way, so wicket can be much better than last time they played. So I'm hoping that good sporting wicket there.
Alrighty, you guys are pretty well placed for the Sheffield Shield.
Yeah, clearly it's a pretty important game for us. We're 1 game off the leaders at the moment. If we win this, that puts us right up near the top. So, we've been playing very good cricket. We've got a home game, and we know the conditions well out there at Blacktown. So, for us, we'll be looking to try and get maximum points against the WA side for sure.
It's been a pretty tumultuous time for Cricket New South Wales off the field. What do you make of the David Gilbert, Brett Lee sort of saga? Yeah,
look, I mean, I've played a lot of cricket with Brett, and some of the finest moments I've had on the cricket field has been with him in the side. He certainly knows how to win matches, and I've got the utmost respect for him. And look, without David Gilbert and Cricket New South Wales, I wouldn't have a job and be able to fulfil this as a career. So in a way, I'm sort of indebted to both of them. One being a great cricketer, and Dave Gilbert giving me so many opportunities to play cricket that I love, and plenty of advice along the way. So I respect both guys, and in terms of what's going on with them, it is between them and off the field, and I don't think worrying about that sort of stuff can really enhance the team's performance, and I just hope it gets sorted out. And
has morale been an issue? I mean, we've seen sort of an exodus of a number of big name players, Usman Khawaja, Phil Hughes, to name a few.
Yep.
Has it been an issue?
I think those guys have moved to go and improve their cricket, and you can't ever fault a player for trying to move on and improve their game. And look, with that happening, it gives other guys a great opportunity. Young Scott Henry stepped up to open the batting, and we've seen him make a double 100 against Sri Lanka in the Prime Minister's game out there at Canberra. So change is inevitable amongst any cricket, and the guys here who are playing at the moment are passionate, loyal to the cause, and that's ultimately what you want in the 11 players. And I'm confident that each 11 players that we have this year out there is a proud blue bagger, and I'm hoping for big things. It's halfway through the season, but the Shield's our main priority. Not to focus on last year with the guys that were leaving, but I mean, you wish them the best of luck as well.
So morale, necessarily hasn't been a problem?
No, definitely not at all. I think the work that Anthony Stewart's put in the first half of the year has been great. He worked his backside off, I guess, in terms of trying to get the team together, and most of the time those things you can't manufacture, but as a group a lot of these guys get along on and off the field, which I think is important, and when we're out there we are 11 guys who are keen to see their mates do well, and that's a pretty good indicator. If you can get that going well, I think the team will go well, and it's certainly not an issue here at the moment.
What needs to happen the second half of the year? What do you need to change, I guess, to get some silverware?
Yeah, no, look, I think it's important that you reflect. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to end up with the same result. And Chandy's brought his own personal style to the team, which we've got a lot of respect for Chandy and time. He's very passionate about cricket, and the way he coaches, he certainly does a lot of homework, and he's given the guys a lot of freedom to show their skills off, but also gives them the direction that we need. And personally, even with captaining, he's been a great mentor even through the first half of the year. So stepping into captain for him, I think, will be an easy transition, because the guys look up to him already as a leader and a mentor in the group. And it's only been a short stint on the job, but he's handling it quite well. And I guess for us, our biggest test is going to be this game against WA, but we're in terms of preparation, we couldn't be any more prepared.
Do you see anything different in the way you play or anything like that?
In the way that we play as a side, yeah. I mean, look, again, it's we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. It's just, as Chandy said, it's important to get the guys in the right headspace, and make sure that we've trained and focused on key areas that we think are going to expose some WA weaknesses. So it's just preparing about that single game, assessing the conditions that we're going to have at Blacktown. It's a great facility out there, and the wicket's going to suit, I think, the slower bowlers at the back end of the game. So look, we've prepared for that, and Chandy's well aware of what to expect, and as I said, I think we're in a great position.
How do you make the adjustment from 6 weeks of 2020 cricket?
I think this time we're a little bit fortunate. Last year we had made the final, so our window was a lot shorter, whereas this time a lot of the guys, myself, had time to go and play club cricket and get back into red ball focus, and I think 2 weeks is long enough to get your head around that. And majority of the squad's been back now, but barring maybe Benny Rory played a semi, but he still had time to come back, and Scott Henry, who although was over with the Stars, wasn't playing, so he's had plenty of time to practice and get his head around it. So on top of that, we've had a week now back as a squad, and I think we're in a lot better position, say, than where we were last year. But a lot of it will be mental, and again, it's something we've addressed. And as I said, I think we're a lot better prepared than, say, where we were last year.
Steve, I'm guessing you'd love to have Watto playing your side this week?
I think so. I think any team in the world would love to have Watto, and you've got to feel for the guy. He wants to get out there and play. More so with the Blues or any team. So that'll be up to the right people to make that call on him, and look after his best interests. And you know, fingers crossed he can play for us. But I know that if he can't, it will not because he won't want to, it'll be because he can't basically. And so if we get him, I think that'll be a bonus. But if not, you know, hopefully his recovery's coming along well enough that we can see him in Blues colours or Aussie colours soon enough.
Would he open or bat number 4, the favourite topic of the night?
Yeah, just go and ask him, mate. Yeah, look, again, that'll be something that we'll have a discussion with Chandy about. I think we're in a fortunate position where you can get a guy who can bat anywhere from 1 to 6 in your team. So again, when you speak to Shane about those things, the type of character he is, he said he'll do the best thing for the team. And that's you know, that's just shows the class of the guy. So look, he'll fit into our bunch, and wherever we think his best interests are with that team and progressing forward for his career, then we'll sort of nut that out over the course of time if he's playing.